It's George, and welcome to this episode of Choosy Doozy, where I choose it and the experts do's it. Okay, have a little bit of humor there. I'm going to do this. We're going to show close up and we're going to show really slow, because apparently people aren't getting it and understanding because I'm going too fast, not giving them time to examine. And that's my fault. I should be going really slow and giving people time to examine what I'm showing. So we're going to do that in this episode. We're going to go slow. And I'm going to give people time to examine things. Now, first, we're going to go to this one. Okay? This is a metal rock. Okay? It's in rock form, and the shiny stuff is metal. Earth rocks do not shine like this. They do not have a metal gloss on them. Now, what type of metal this is, I have no idea. Okay. This one's a little bit different. Okay? But it's a rock. This is a rock. Okay? This side blew off and this side blew off. Okay? But it's still round on the outside. Maybe a little regimoclyptus there. There's your little thumbprint or whatever, whatever people are into. Now, why does it look the way it is? Because this is iron nickel. That's why it looks a little bit brown. But, like I said before, these didn't cook long enough. They weren't hot enough. But they did melt. This is metal. Okay? Earth rocks don't glisten silver like that. And especially when almost everyone you're picking up is metal. It's impossible. All right, we'll go with a bigger one. Now, why do you got all these little indentations in them and little bubbles and what gives it the appearance of a rock? Because it is still partially a rock. But, like I said, rocks don't glisten like that. You get a real close-up of it. This is metal. It's extremely heavy, and it's magnetic. Now we're going to go to how I know this. Okay. Here's one that I split open. Okay. I put this on a grinder. Okay, you can see the metal. Now, on the inside looks like this. You see all those little crystals, those little sparkly crystals? Those are metal flakes in here. Okay, when you put it on a grinder, this is what happens when you put it on a grinder. This is metal. This is almost metal. You can see the difference. This is what I'm talking about, and I'm trying to get people to understand. Meteorites can be unfinished and incomplete. People want to think that mesosphere is perfect. Well, if you're an expert and you think that, you better go back to school because there's something wrong. I'm not an expert, but I can tell what metal is, and this stuff is metal. But we're going to get to the bizarre stuff here in a minute. Okay, we're going to go to this one. I thought this was a rock, okay? I really thought this was a rock, but it's not. You look closely at this. This is some kind of a metal with a brownish orange coating on it. And the reason why I know it's metal is because when you go look at the inside here, you look at this right here, okay? This edge, that's metal. And that's what metal looks like when it rips apart from something. But it's really bizarre because, like I said, the coating is in with the metal. Now, we're going to go to this one. This is what it looked like, okay? It's got a green coating on it. When you sand off that green coating, look at how that shines like that. Okay, this is some type of silver metal, and it isn't the same as this. They don't even look the same. Now, there's another little interesting one, okay? You see how that looks green? Watch as I turn it. You see how that turns silver? When the light hits it, when the light hits this a certain way, it turns silver. And now I don't know what green rocks, when you turn them, turn silver. And this is the point that I'm trying to get across to people. And these two pieces right here, these two pieces might be fragments off an alien spaceship. Because this one has shape to it. That could be the leg part of an alien spacecraft. But see, when I start thinking and speculating like that, people are going to go, "Oh no, you're crazy. You're crazy. And people can believe whatever." I've looked online. I can't find any of this stuff online. Now, if people want to keep doubting me, running from me, hiding from me, rather than learn something, I think
honestly, there's enough here to learn about the universe probably in less than a year. But, oh, no, wait. Okay, we got our little fragment coming in from the asteroid that took 7 years to get here when this stuff is already here. Now, I'm going to show people what a rock from Mars looks like. Okay? It's not going to be exactly like it came off of Mars because it went through the mesosphere. It alters it. This rock will be altered a little bit, but this rock is from Mars. They have drilled on Mars. They said the planet Mars was red. They have drilled on Mars. They found out when they drilled it was green. Okay.
This, and we're going to go real slow and look at it real close. Examine everything in that. Okay? This is from Mars, whether people want to believe it or not. You look at the inside of that. We'll give it a real close-up there so people can study it for a little bit. This is the type of green that you find on Mars. Whether people want to believe it or not. This is what appears to be metal. I'm guessing. I'm not sure what some of this other stuff is. I'm not sure what that dark green is right there. But it's a different color than this green. You can see the difference.
Now, like I said, I thank people for subscribing. I thank people for supporting me. I'm not trying to get into it with anyone. I want people to learn the right way. And every expert out there is on the wrong track because they don't take what I'm showing here into account. You can go, hey, I went to Antarctica and I came back with a little small fragment like that. You don't have to do that. Washington State has more meteorites in the world than any other place. All I need to do is start getting my samples tested. But because I'm on Social Security, I lack the financing to be able to do it. But you people that insist out there that I'm wrong, you insist that Harvey Nininger was wrong when he said that meteorites are more common. They are more common. There's really not much else you can say about it. You know, you can only say so much, you can only show so much. But I'm telling people, and I'm telling this to the experts, you are learning the wrong way. Because when you don't factor meteorites in, and you don't factor meteorite and meteor debris fields, there's one expert out there, not one expert in the world who's ever looked for a whole meteor. Not one. Because they refuse to believe. Okay, well, if meteors brought back metals, because metals all melted to the center of the planet, and the way that they came in, they said, well, more meteors brought them. Okay, well, a whole meteor would have had to have hit the Earth. You can't get metal from space dust. And I don't know why there isn't one person in the world that can't see this. Anyways, I'm going to call it good there because I've gone about as far as I could do. Next thing I could do, probably about the cheapest thing I could do, is try to get a microscope and start getting real close-ups of the insides of some of this stuff, because I got a feeling, and the reason why I'm putting all this stuff here now is because when, 7-8 years till NASA gets their samples from Mars, then I'll be able to compare my samples to theirs. And I'll be able to prove that I was right at that point. Anyways, we'll call it good. And I hope everybody has a good day.